Hello, fight fans. I'm that boxing writer, Jeremy Harridges, bringing you a quick weekend viewing guide. So that way you guys know which fights are popping off this weekend and which ones to pay attention to. Now, this is a very special June 19th, now Juneteenth weekend, a national holiday. It's about time. And hey, there's a ton of boxing to bring in the first holiday, the first Juneteenth, officially a holiday now. So let's take a look at what we've got going on. Also, please don't forget that, hey, we're a growing YouTube channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell so that way you get the notifications when the videos come out. And yeah, keep joining me here at That Boxing Writer so we can talk boxing. Here's what we got going on the weekend. First of all, if you want to check this out, there is the tribute to the champions this weekend on the Fight TV app. So this is one of the 4 major cards that are on Saturday. This is the one that features Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. in an exhibition bout against Hector Macho Camacho Jr. On top of that, you've got Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in a professional bout against former MMA champion Anderson Silva. That's an interesting one. Also, it should be noted that in true Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fashion, he weighed in over at 184 pounds for this bout, had to pay Anderson Silva $100,000. At least that's the last report that I saw. So, oh boy, should that one be fun. I believe that fight is $39.99 on the Fight TV app. If you're willing to pay to watch Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., I don't know. But that's up to you. But that one's this weekend. Taking a look at some of the other cards that we have going on DAZN, we have Jaime Munguia versus Kamil Zerzamata, and that fight's going to be on DAZN. Obviously, that bout is going to be a middleweight bout for Jaime Munguia now that he's battling as a middleweight. Zerzamata is an interesting bout for him. Not the toughest of opponents, but someone that right now could give Jaime Munguia a little bit of trouble. You also have Beck the Bully fighting Gabriel Rosado. Rosado always gives a tough fight, but Beck is one of those super middleweights that's up and coming, a guy that's got a great amateur background, someone that's going to be really scary in the super middleweight division. People are already looking at him as one of the future super middleweight champions. That guy can really punch. You're going to want to check that one out. So that's on DAZN. Taking a look at that fight card, you also have Blair the Flair Cobbs on the undercard in a welterweight bout versus Brad Solomon. So to me, those are a couple of the bouts worth watching. Also, you have Ibeth Silva versus Marlon Esparza, another interesting bout. That's for a WBC World Female Flyweight title bout. So you've got Cobbs, Solomon, Silva versus Esparza, world title fight. Beck the Bully versus Gabriel Rosado. And Jaime Munguia versus Kamil Zerzamata. So all the fights that you want to take a look at for that DAZN card, which also will be on that Saturday, tomorrow. Now, the third fight card that we have going on is on ESPN. That will feature, hold on, let me go through. I'm looking through my stat sheets here. There we've got Naoya Inoue versus Michael Desmarinas. That is for the WBA and IBF bantamweight titles that are held by Inoue. Obviously, Inoue, one of the best fighters in the world, always someone that you want to watch. I think that he takes care of Desmarinas pretty easily. Someone that I don't think can give him a whole lot of trouble. But hey, it's Inoue, right? You always want to check him out. Also, you've got Michaela Mayer in a title fight defending her WBO female super featherweight title against Erica Farias. Erica Farias has been up against some of the best competition in the world. Hasn't always won, but someone that'll give Mayer a nice step up in competition. But I see Mayer taking that one. And an interesting fight, there's a featherweight bout on the undercard. You have Adam Lopez versus Isaac Dogbo. Dogbo, obviously the former champion, a division below at Super Bantam. uh, lost twice in a row to Emmanuel Navarrete. But now, he's got one fight in already, and hopefully he can make that a 2-fight winning streak. But Adam Lopez is no cakewalk. He's got 2 wins in a row. His last loss came against Oscar Valdez in 2019. That was a TKO in 7, and you can't blame him for that because Oscar Valdez is the real deal. The only other loss that he has is against Stephen Fulton, which came in 2017, and that was a majority decision. So Lopez has something there. Young guy, 25 years old, still someone that you should be paying attention to. But again, Dogbo, even though he's has this experience, he's only 26. So those could be 2 players in the lightweight division, depending on who wins that fight. I could see that one being a very interesting bout. I have to give the edge to Dogbo. I think Lopez might be a little bit more of a better classical boxer. Can he box his way around Dogbo? I don't know. I think Dogbo is going to go for that knockout. Not sure if he gets it, though. That one is going to be a very, very interesting bout. On the entire Inoue versus Das Marinas card, I think that's the best bout on the entire card. So definitely check that one out. And last but not least, the Showtime card featuring Jermall Charlo versus Juan Macias Montiel. That is for Charlo's WBC World Middleweight title. That one's not exciting a whole lot of people because Charlo is such a favorite in that fight. Montiel has a score of losses on there. Not the best opponent, but he allows Jermall Charlo to continue to stay active, continue to keep his activity level up, and that's what you're looking to do while searching for a big fight. I know he's hunting for it. He's not getting it right now, so what is he going to do? But we can't forget that there are some fascinating bouts on the undercard. Super bantamweight bout between Angelo Leo versus Aaron Alameda. That's an interesting bout. Both have 1 loss apiece. Angelo Leo was a champion until he lost his WBO belt to Stephen Fulton. Was a competitive bout, was a strong bout. I like Leo in that one. I think Leo's going to bounce back. I think he's got something there. So I like Leo in that fight. And there's a number of great bouts on there. You've got Miguel Flores featherweight in a bout on that one. And I'm going to tell you the bout that I like. The one that I think could be the best bout of the weekend right here. Undercard to Charlo Montiel. You've got Isaac Cruz versus Francisco Vargas. Francisco Vargas was the super featherweight title holder until he lost that belt to Miguel Berchelt, lost twice to Berchelt. He's old. He's 36, old in boxing terms. I'm 37 calling him old, right? Old in boxing terms, right? Not an old guy, but old as a boxer. He's been in some battles, been in some wars. You get the sense that he's been worn down, but he's going to come, he's going to bring it. He's going to go toe-to-toe with Isaac Cruz, young Isaac Cruz, only 23 years old. He had a tough out in his last bout. I mean, he won it clearly, but fought a guy that didn't really want to fight, a guy that was fighting to survive. The reason you should know Isaac Cruz is because he put Diego Magdaleno out in 1 round in sensational fashion, so he's got real knockout power. So you've got 2 brawlers that like to go in there, like to bang. Isaac Cruz versus Francisco Vargas. We'll see how much Vargas has left in the tank. Can he give the young Cruz a challenge? I know some people out there on Twitter, on my Twitter feed, at @ABoxingWriter, have messaged me after they saw my latest interview with Isaac Cruz, and they said, we think that Isaac Cruz is going to take care of business. Hey, it may be over quickly. It may be. But I guarantee you, for as long as it goes, it's going to be 2 guys that are letting their hands go, 2 guys that are battling, 2 guys trying to knock their blocks off. That's one that you want to watch. And don't write Francisco Vargas off just yet. The guy is a former world champion, so give him his proper respect. Isaac Cruz versus Francisco Vargas on the Showtime card featuring Charlo against Montiel. That's my pick for the fight of the night. We'll see if it comes true. I wish I could sit here and hang with you. I would tell you to come follow me on Twitter. Come follow me on Fight Night. at fansided.com/boxing for recaps. I will not be doing recaps. I will not be watching the fights this weekend. Everything is going to be DVR'd. It is the 10th anniversary for me and my wife. So we are going out this weekend. We are having a romantic getaway. So there is no boxing. Hey, I love boxing, but there are some things in this world that are more important, and my wife most definitely is more important than boxing. So I will not be tuning in, even though I won't be writing the recaps for fansided.com this weekend. My good friends and colleagues over at fansided.com will be holding it down for me in my place. So still, for the best recaps, for the best fight synopsis, for the best highlights, go to fansided.com/boxing. My friends will be holding it down for me in my absence this weekend. Send me a message. Let me know how the fights are. This is a rarity. In the last 3 years, I can't really remember a fight weekend that I haven't been covering boxing for fansided.com. But hey, you don't always have your 10th wedding anniversary. So enjoy it, guys. I'll be sure to catch up on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Hey, happy Juneteenth. We've got boxing. Enjoy. Hey, like, subscribe, remind. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.